everyone, this is Rachel Frensos with the Annapolis Fine Homes Office of Long and Foster, and this is Moving Forward with Rachel. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with David Rossiello. He is our in-house lender with Prosperity Mortgage, and he's a lot of fun to hang around. If you've never hung around him, you need to hang around this dude. So David,
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in this business.
Yeah, so I got started in the business. I graduated from Towson University about 2009. So I've been in the mortgage business for about 10 years. I started working at Wells Fargo, and during that time frame when I graduated, it was 2009. So 2009 was right kind of during the entire financial meltdown and everything that was happening. And I was primarily really focused on refinances. So I was doing a ton of refinances. And I actually made it all the way to the top 100 out of all of the Wells Fargo employees. I think there was about 9,000 at the time. So I came over here to Long and Foster because I could feel that there was a change in the environment and a change where purchases wanted to be kind of, that market was now shifting. And refinances are great for people that are in the house and wanting to refinance. That's fantastic. But working with first-time home buyers and repeat home buyers really gives so much more of an experience of an actual connection than just more of a transaction like a refinance is.
Right. So tell me a little bit about, I mean, I know why it's important for someone to have a pre-approval, but tell us in your words why that is super important to speak to you even before they go see houses.
Well, yeah, and not only a pre-approval, but like a pre-approval from a local lender. So there's lots of things that come into a pre-approval rather than just the paper that it's printed on. And that's the expertise of that loan officer. Are you really pre-approved? Are you pre-approved for the best product? Right now I actually met with clients that were Rachel's that we actually did a loan for it, and they only had to bring $1,500 to the table because we actually put them in a different product than other credit union did. So it's not just what's your credit score, how much money do you make, and let's put you in a little box. It's important to work with a local lender that knows all of the amenities, all of the first-time home buyer programs, looking up the county taxes to make sure the property taxes are correct. So then this way, when you go to the settlement table, you're not off on the settlement. I had a settlement that happened with attorney, and attorney said the settlement prior had a difference of $2,800 from what they were told to what they actually had to bring to the table. Now the clients were able to make that work, but if you had to bring $2,800 extra to the table, does that sound like an enjoyable experience at the very end? No, and I would say the one thing I really pride myself on is the difference in my loan estimate, and that's vernacular from TRID, compared to that final closing disclosure, that final CD. And my variance is like usually only off by a few $100s, and that's just because I pride myself on trying to foresee every single bill that you may have at the settlement table, estimating that up front, so then this way you know for sure what your cash to close is going to be.
Yes, it is very true. In fact, we just had a settlement last week, and David got a rating today of 5 out of 5 stars. So that was amazing. They were very, very happy with your service.
Yeah, and that was a government loan, a high balance government loan. So it's an FHA loan. We closed that in 15 days. 15 days. So that was a sought after property, and they were multiple offer situations. So to be able to offer to some sellers a faster turn time, that really can be the difference between getting the house or not getting the house.
Exactly. And real quick, tell us a little bit about what interest rates are going to be doing.
Yeah, so yeah, great question. So I every single time the president tweets, who knows what's going to happen, especially now with this whole thing with Ukraine. That's going to leave a little bit of instability into the markets. The Federal Reserve did say a couple weeks ago that there was going to be a 25 basis point drop. That actually increased interest rates because weeks prior to, people were actually hoping for a 50 to 75 basis point rate drop. So when you hear the Fed cuts rates again, more than likely will cut rates, just know that the market is planning on other movements. People are hedging and betting on different movements in the market. So when they cut it by 25 basis points, it was actually supposed to be cut for more, what they assumed. So it actually caused a little bit of a tick up to rate. But today I quoted 3.5% on a 30-year fix for an FHA, 3.75% on a conventional loan. Rates are really, really good, and especially you can mix that with a low down payment option or no money down payment options, especially if you're looking at USDA or Maryland Mortgage Program or things along those lines. It's important to know and get a pre-approval up front to know exactly what your cash to close is going to be, to know exactly what your payment is, but it's really important to buoy yourself with a very, very strong real estate agent that's going to be able to make sure that you're shopping for houses within your price range. So then this way, when you end up getting a pre-approval, you end up getting an estimate, you end up using your Saturday and Sunday looking at houses, then the houses you're looking at are actually houses you can afford. And then that's where Rachel and I come in together working as a team, because this way on that Saturday, Sunday, when that house just hit the market and it's only been on the market for a couple of days, Rachel can say, hey, do you want to write an offer? Oh, I don't know what my cash to close is. I don't know what my payment's going to be. Let me call David. She gives me a phone call. I'm able to get those numbers right back over to her. You're able to put in a contract over the weekend. Other people that are seeing the house are waiting for credit unions, big banks, and stuff like that to get back to them Monday, Tuesday. Guess what? Rachel has, what do we call that? First mover advantage. You have first mover advantage to say what's going on in my offer. So before it comes to multiple offer situation, you can be the first one in if you love that house. And that's the reason why we work so well together.
Yes. David is amazing. If you're thinking about refinancing or purchasing, give me a call, give David a call. We will be happy to help you. See you next month. Thank you.
Thank you.